Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go. Leave that one alone. I'll just leave that one sitting right there.
Yep, sounds like a good idea.
Right, I'm saying. But you know what? I did make my partner laugh last night.
Oh, yeah?
We were watching, right? That he's like just having a little tough time. And, we'll just say it's because of the weather and we'll leave it at that, right? Okay. But so he wanted to watch something funny and he put an Adam Sandler movie on, which is usually really good.
Okay.
But it wasn't funny.
Okay.
And he's like, I swear it sounded like it just sounded like it was going to be so much funnier faster. And I'm like, when you're sitting there calling each other horrible names to impress a girl, it's not very funny, right? So anyways, So we went old school last night and we put on an Arnold movie. Guess what Arnold movie we put on?
Kindergarten Cop.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, yes. And I got super excited because that's got Miko Hughes in it.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Is your daddy a fireman? Not my daddy, your daddy.
It's not a tumor.
That's right. But Miko Hughes, of course, is in it, and that's Gage from Pet Sematary.
Okay.
First, I played with... I like it when you do it. Do it.
First, I played with Mommy. Then I played with Zed. Now I want to play with you. Fucking creepy little fucker.
And what's great is like you can tell how much younger Miko Hughes is compared to all these other children because he's literally like a third or half the size. And I got really excited because I really love that little kid. He's like 40 years old this year though. So it wraps around your mind funny. And so I said to my partner, I said, oh my God, Miko Hughes. And like, it's so incredible that he has the best lines in the whole fucking movie. Do you remember what it is?
Is he the boys have a penis and girls have a vagina kid?
Boys have penises and girls have vaginas.
Thanks for the tip.
Right. So it's so great. And my partner's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he was 4 years old. My partner doesn't remember Pet Sematary because he doesn't like horror films. He doesn't like anything that can kind of startle him a little bit or is creepy. And I think it's because so much of his family love horror movies and they used to like to scare him and all that.
Also, he would have been pretty young when that movie came out.
Yeah, but Pet Sematary is like a fucking classic.
Yeah.
But it was funny because I'm just like, I'm like, this kid is just so smart, and it's just, and he's so cute. But anyways, so we're watching it and he's laughing at stuff and he goes, man, the world's so different. I said, oh, you mean when a teacher could tell a child what to actually do and they actually fucking did it? Where it wasn't about the participation reward. It was about, or award, you got a reward for doing the job and going above and beyond. You didn't get the reward or an award for free. You actually had to earn it. He was like, yeah, that's right. I never got a participation reward. And then he went on a little tangent about, he was just like, look at that ginger. I'm like, I'm like, okay. And I let him have his moment. And then there's this one part where a little ginger boy starts crying. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, my heart, I'm verklempt. This little redhead. And he looks at me, he goes, that's not a redhead. That's not a ginger. And I said, first of all, that hair is orange. First of all. I said, and second of all, what the hell? And he goes, oh yeah, a non-ginger telling a ginger what a ginger is. I was just like, listen. I was just like, you are being a big meanie because he didn't have the same, ginger colored hair that you have. And he's like, that's right. He goes, gingers were racist against other gingers. So I got him laughing last night because it was so great. But it was interesting because the one kid I pointed out, he's still a mainstream actor, but he does not look any different except for he's got wrinkles and he's taller. And he's also one of those ones that he's like early mid 40s.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm like,
I mean, I should hope so. All those kids were around the same age, though.
Well, except for Miko Hughes, they were all 6, 7, and 8. You know, which is it's such a fun movie. It's so great. You know, it's got the impeccable Linda Hunt in it, the little short lady.
Oh, the lady that was supposed to be
the principal.
Yeah.
The lady who was supposed to be the principal. She's so great. She's such a good actress. But yeah. So yeah, we watched. I'm surprised you nailed that right off the bat.
Lucky guess.
That really was. But when you think of my partner in an Arnold movie, it's probably only one of 3 you would think. It would probably be Kindergarten Cop, Terminator, or Total Recall.
The correct Total Recall?
You know, some remake should just needs to be remade.
You know, that movie wasn't that bad. It's just the fucking...
Special effects weren't that great. Oh, wait, are you talking about the new Total Recall?
The remake wasn't that bad.
No, I mean...
It's just that somebody wanted to rub their dick all over it. It would have been fine. Like, the acting was good. The fucking special effects were good.
Yeah.
It was the stupid, let's bore a hole through the center of the earth.
Like, honestly. Like, honestly, let's talk about that for a second.
What kind of retarded shit is going on here?
Do people not understand if you bore a hole through the center of the earth... Like, dude, we're not just going to float in space and be like, we're happy, lucky. We're done.
Yeah, I mean, the hole's going to collapse because gravity is a thing.
You know, I mean, and it's going to be vacuous. It's just, that's it. You just, they made it to the center of the earth. Done.
And what the fuck did they do with all the stuff that they took out?
Well, you know, it's just a bunch of space junk now. Like, I'm sure. And
they're like, oh, it saves us. You dumbass. You know how much fucking energy it would take to bore a hole through the goddamn planet?
You know how many years it would take to do it?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
whose fucking brain dead idea was this?
You know, it's just like, you know, they were sitting around probably smoking some weed going, dude, what's the most horrifying thing you can think of? A big giant hole in Earth. Like, we already have sinkholes that they can't figure out how deep they are.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Like, I mean, I don't have... What's the big phobia against holes? Tryptophobia or whatever it is?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the exact... They made a movie about it. I don't have that. What I have is the idea of gravity sucking very rapidly in a very bad way.
Also, like, I'm sure that would fuck up the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you got this big empty space that needs to be filled with something. And ignoring the fact that gravity is going to cause the fucking planet to collapse.
Yeah.
And basically re-round itself.
Like, I have an idea for him. And I bet you feel the same way. You want to drill holes through planets? Go to a different planet and fucking do it.
Yeah.
I have no intention of living in space.
Yeah, let's test this on fucking Venus or some shit first.
Yeah, or, you know, like, go out to the outer edges of the Milky Way, grab one of those stars there and go, let's see if we can even do it. Although, take your time getting there and doing it, because I have a feeling, I have this weird feeling, if you were to drill a hole through a planet, it would probably actually cause the collapse, right? Obviously, it's going to cause a collapse depending on the gravitational pull. And then it would just, I don't know, because of our luck of humans being stupid, we'd probably just create a black hole that would suck us all to infinity.
That's not going to happen. But
it's a fear I have. It's not realistic, but it is a fear.
Also, you'd need to do it on a dead planet like Mars, where it doesn't have an active core.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. What's the ice planet? Is that Venus? That's not Venus. What's the ice planet? Is that Jupiter?
Yeah, the gas giants, and well, you're probably thinking of one of its moons.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Like Titan or something like that.
Okay. I bet everybody wants to go live in Titan.
Yeah, if you want to have your balls frozen.
Well, Titan after Earth, man. It's all about the Titan. I don't know.
I like that cartoon, Titan AE.
Oh, my fizzy drink it went up my nose. Yeah. You know, I don't mind some of it. Like, it's the weirdest thing. The idea, even just sitting here and the thought of being up in space is actually giving me vertigo, a feeling of vertigo. You know, have you ever had vertigo?
I don't think so.
So it's like very discombobulating. It's very much like, you don't know which way's up, which way's down, and
okay,
and it's you almost feel like you're chronically falling.
Well, I've had sensations where like standing in the airplane getting ready to jump out, looking down, I've had fear and like
And your legs
stomach.
get weak and you kind of jiggle around.
I didn't have that, but like my stomach was fucking all in knots and stuff looking out. Like the one time that I stood second in line to jump out, from that position you can see out the door.
Right.
And you're like, I don't know, maybe 5 feet at most from the door. And so I was standing there staring at the ground through the doorway, and I'm like, fuck, that's a long ways down there, man. Meanwhile, I had done this like 20 fucking times at this point and knew it was a long ways down there, obviously. But I'm like, man, that's really far down there.
This time it's really far, drill sergeant.
And it wasn't like, I don't remember if we were doing, no, because it was during the day, so I don't think we were doing a combat drop, which is at 550 feet. But we also weren't like 1,500 feet like the first couple of jumps that we did in airborne school. So it was kind of in between.
Jump, Mr. John, I think I'm gonna be sick.
That's a long ways down there. I'm getting scared.
Like it's I already have a fear of heights.
Yeah.
Like, and it took me a long time going across the Narrows Bridge to not get dizzy. That's what vertigo does to me, is it makes my legs very weak. I have a sensation like I'm not in control of the gravitational pull around me. And like it's like when I'm walking, I feel like I'm taking big giant steps. It's like if you were to walk down a flight of stairs and you miss a step, and so you actually take two, that big pull you get, and your body kind of just tremors a little bit. Have you ever had that?
I mean, yeah, I've gotten like a tingling sensation.
Yeah, like where you didn't intend to take two steps, but that's what happened. And your knee-jerk reaction is to either go flat or figure out how to balance yourself really quick. So it's just that loss of balance, I feel. And part of it is like last night, I'm going to bed. And I'm like going, okay, what are my tasks tomorrow? And it's so funny because I saw Mommy today. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy. I saw Mommy today.
It's been a while since we said hi, Mommy.
I know. But, you know, she's been super busy with her stuff. And we've been super busy with work and doing this.
Yeah.
And, you know, she wasn't very nice Mommy for a little while there. She was really angry at that old contractor. But she's got new stuff happening. I get it. You know, so. But
I'd be pissed as fuck, too.
Those are understatements. I really would love to put him on blast and be like, rah, 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 rah. But you have to have human grace with everything. And you have to go.
I might have, at this point, I might have gone into vindictive Dagda mode.
Yeah. And it's really hard not to get like that because trust me, when her and I were talking about all that nonsense, you know, I was just like, Mommy, you need to this and Mommy, you need that. And all it did was upset her more. So I try to look at it from her perspective. And when I was talking to her today, I said, you know, I was just like, because it's, you know, I think it's cortisol you have, your fight or flight, where she is constantly flooded with cortisol. She can never relax. She's not sleeping. And she was just like, it's kind of really hit a nerve for her because she's just like, she goes, it panics me. I feel like I'm at the beginning stages of dementia or Alzheimer's, and it doesn't make sense because, she's done all the tests and all that. And her doctor's like, you're in pretty good health other than, you know, they want her weight different than what it is. But other than that. And so I'm like, Mommy, you don't have Alzheimer's. You don't have dementia. You have stress. You are flooded with cortisol. You cannot think clearly because you're trying to resolve these issues, which leaves you in fight or flight mode all the time. That's what happens when we get angry, but we hold our tongues. She goes, blah, 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 blah. So it was kind of, you know, that. And so I tried to give her the perspective. I said, listen, I said, Mommy, listen, that karma of somebody doing what happened, that karma's not on you anymore. You get to move forward knowing that, you know, that you're the better person. Let that person deal with their nasty ass karma. Because it's just eating at her.
Yeah.
But it was funny because while we're talking, she's like, yeah, she goes, and then I lay in bed at night and I think about everything I'm going to do the next day. And I plot my course and I'll just about fall asleep and go, did I remember my roads right? She goes, because I'm just so overwhelmed with everything. And I laughed at her and I said, it's called stress. I was just like, maybe keep a pen and a notepad with you. She goes, well, I don't like turning on a light at night. I said, think about it before you go to bed and write it down.
Yeah.
But what's funny about it is I get this habit from my mom. I get it from mommy because last night I lay down like 9:30 and I'm just like, okay, what all do I need to accomplish tomorrow? Well, I need to get up early. I need to clean the kitchen and do dishes and get laundry going because I'm going to go see mommy tomorrow and do all these different things. And I'm just like literally trying to make myself fall asleep. I'm planning in my head, like, okay, what time am I going to leave? And am I going to walk down the side stairs or straight off the deck or whatever? And just as I was about to fall asleep, I was going, okay, once I get everything done, I'll leave between 11:30 and 12 and I'll be on time and I'll just march right out those back steps. And in my mind's eye, I saw myself missing a step and I'm in bed and I would have swore to God I was having a craft moment. I would have swore I was flying because it felt like I hit that bed so hard. I almost called my partner in there to be like, did you see me flying? So yeah, anyways, there's great, many different ideas in these movies, but like really a hole through the center of the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying you need a hole through your tongue. It's a mandatory thing. It's not. It's a choice.
How else am I supposed to eat spaghetti? What?
Exactly. But what's odd about it? Fear of heights, fear of space, all of this. But I love the movie Interstellar. It calms me down. Isn't that the weirdest thing, though?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah. So, but we watched Kindergarten Cop last night with Arnold. And what was really cool about, so I sent you a picture of the school because it literally from the one shot had everything with the hill behind it and everything that we talked about. And so that's why I sent you the big picture and you were like, no. And I was just like, I would go back to watch the movie. I'm like pouting. I'm just like, dang it. Why can't we figure this out? Because apparently there's been like 98 closed elementary schools in Oregon or somewhere along that. Dozens and dozens have been closed. But everything you've said about that elementary school matched up until they took the view from looking at the school or the side of it to out from the school out to the street. And it was like, oh, yeah, totally no, because it wasn't on a hill leading down to water.
Yeah, no.
And it was just like, and I just thought, how cool would that have been if that would have been the right school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know me when I watch movies, I'm either kind of into them or I'm not. And so because that school, they had a shot of that school and it had the hill behind it into a forested area and it had like 2 different playgrounds and all that. Then I'm on the wiki. And do you know who was it? Dadgummit. I told myself I was going to remember. It was, they were talking about different people being the actual kindergarten cop, the role that Arnold did. And one of them was Danny DeVito was up for the role.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, to play John Kimball.
Okay.
And then another person that was up for the role was Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, that would have been, those both would have been completely different movies.
Yes. And what's funny was they really wanted to use Danny DeVito because of his comedic timing. But they addressed it really well as to why Danny DeVito didn't get it. It's because they didn't feel that his stature could be intimidating enough.
Ah, okay.
You know, so, I mean, but what a sweet way to say it. Like, everything about him's perfect for John Kimball, but his stature isn't big enough to really carry this intimidating, person out, which I think Kindergarten Cop and the Batman movie kind of came around the same time. The original, or maybe it was Batman 2, where he plays Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin. And I'll tell you what, for a short dude, he sure was intimidating in that movie. But there's another person, I cannot remember for the life of me who the third person was. They were considering a total of 4 people for the role. And it's out of my head now. But I thought it was really interesting because I was just like, maybe it was George Clooney. I don't know. Anyways, I just thought that was really, I like looked at Arnold in my head and I looked at Patrick in my head and I looked at Danny in my head and I went, they would have been vastly different movies.
Yeah.
It'd have been so great if they would have done each one of them, especially Patrick Swayze and him doing a roundhouse dance kick. That
actually makes me think of The One.
Oh, with Jet Li.
Yeah.
Oh, Jet Li.
Originally, it was supposed to be The Rock That would have been a completely different movie. Which
Like
would have
Dwayne
been-
Johnson, The Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would have been awesome too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, technically they could just do 100 of the one because
It would be a different story every time.
yeah,
Yeah.
different people figure out that secret and are trying to become the one.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like sometimes in my head, because I'm a wackadoo, I do like to dreamcast.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's because I've literally become so bored with everything that's out there right now.
Yeah.
Like TV shows. I don't even hardly watch American TV shows anymore. I watched The Rookie because, Nathan Fillion, who like
Shiny.
Huh?
Shiny.
Shiny.
It's one of his sayings from goddamn.
Oh, pretty red bonnet, blue bonnet. Pretty blue bonnet.
Yeah.
From yeah.
Firefly.
What's interesting?
Serenity.
Or
Firefly.
Firefly. I'm like, I don't know. You didn't sound very sure about
Serenity is the name of the ship.
Uh-huh.
Firefly is the make and model of the ship.
Uh-huh.
And so sometimes I get them confused also when it's the name of the show and when it's the name of the movie.
Uh-huh. Oh,
But
nice.
Firefly.
Kindergarten. Sorry, this is driving me nuts. Like, who is this? Who all was it? Bill Murray. There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's the other one. So, yeah, there you go. Bill Murray, Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Patrick Swayze, all were considered for the role of John Kimball in Kindergarten Cop. And I
Nope.
think...
No Kevin Bacon?
No, which is shocking.
I mean, if you're going to consider, what's his name? Patrick Swayze, you might as well consider him too.
Can you imagine Kevin Bacon doing that role as Ren from Footloose? All right, kids, let's line up. Woo! Anyways, but so yeah, American shows. I think The Rookie with Nathan Fillion is probably one of the only ones I watch that's a new show.
Mm.
I fall asleep almost every single night listening to King of the Hill. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Just there's something about Mike Judge's voice when he puts on Hank's voice that is so calming and soothing to me. But so we did start the new season of The Rookie because I really like it, and it's a little bit more serious than it's been because they had like 2 seasons that were just.
Yeah, I've never seen The Rookie or The Castle or whatever.
I've never seen Castle, but The Rookie, I think you actually would probably like. But like I said, there was like 2 seasons, and I want to say it's like seasons 5 and 7 or 6 and 7. They're just corny. Like one whole season's basically about the bad luck with Nathan Fillion's character and the girl who becomes his wife in the show. Spoiler alert! Sorry if you're not caught up. Anyways, but it was funny because he's running the other day, and I got really on the show that we watched the other day. He's running, and I got really excited, and I look at my partner. He goes, "What?" I was like, "Nathan Fillion has man moves. They're great. His pecs are huge."
Okay.
And they're a little, he's over 50, and it naturally happens where they get slightly loose. But I think it's sexy as shit. But I'm just like, it was such a bad angle. I'm not gonna say on mic what I said in real life because I don't want to be offensive. But it was like, for me, I love it when actors actually start showing their age.
Like David Hasselhoff.
Who's trying to pretend that he's still 40. Yeah.
In the fucking Baywatch, I remember watching his boobs jiggle around. Anyway.
Yeah, David Hasselhoff, even for a trim athletic guy, he had movies. Movies, like literally movies.
That's one bad hat, Harry.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we've talked so much about Dresden. Like, I'm so sad that I have no Dresden. I has no Dresden, and I need Dresden. They need to hurry their asses up and get a TV show going.
Yeah.
Or they need to start doing it, or they need to do a movie for each, or a mini series for each book. They need to do something.
Yeah.
And I still want Jacob Elordi to be Harry because he's got stuff behind him. But anyways, so last night, Kindergarten Cop. And when I read that about Bill Murray, then I start dream casting in my head. And I'm just going, and I was just like, oh, Patrick Swayze. And I was like, so then I imagine
Pain don't hurt.
him being like, excuse me, children, this is my space and that is your space. Like I start meshing different movies together with it, and it's horrible, and like Bill Murray, I'm just like, I just think of him from two things primarily. One, original Ghostbusters line. And then, he was in Caddyshack, and I'm like, oh, he could have done the detective that way. That'd have been hilarious. And then I also think of him in Zombieland.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that when
He
mentioned him.
was so great in Zombieland. And then I do the same thing. Patrick Swayze, he would have put like Roadhouse, be like, who is your daddy? Kick, kick. And what does he do?
Yeah, that's why I was like, pain don't hurt. What was the movie that Patrick Swayze was in? It was him. I want to say John Leguizamo, and
Thanks for everything. Too Wong Foo, thanks for everything. Julie Newmar, Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo, and Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
As queens.
Yeah. As drag queens. Yeah.
Yes. So that would be a great way to play it too.
Oh, yeah.
John Leguizamo is the most believable drag king queen I've ever seen. He is. I think he could still pull it off. I think he could pull that character off to this day. I would love to see a sequel with Wesley Snipes and John Leguizamo doing like a memorial road trip now that Patrick Swayze's passed.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely fantastic. And I know it's weird, but I think it's something only Gen Xers get, where we see these action heroes kind of step out of the box. Because that was something really big back in the day.
Yeah,
To Wong Foo. If you have not seen this movie, To Wong Foo, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Yeah.
And it is I think that's where we literally started getting a turn of our culture, where it was just like, they're not hurting you. They're paying their own bills. Let them be. And that was the whole moral of the story, is be who you are, live your life, but do not hurt other people. Just take care of yourself first.
Yeah. I mean, because Robin Williams did the Birdcage movie.
Yes. And of course, The World According to Garp.
I've never seen that one, but I've seen the Mrs. Doubtfire.
Uh-huh.
And so in both of those, he was, well, in one he was playing a gay dude, and the other one he was playing a dude pretending to be a woman. But he's a comedian, so it's more expected.
For him to go out on that limb.
Yeah. Whereas a bunch of action stars and then John Leguizamo doing that is like, what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't get it. I remember there was people, I'm like, how have you? Yeah, that's literally the name of the whole movie. I thought maybe I was remembering it wrong. To Wong Foo, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. 1995. I just remember that seemed to be a big turning point in how we started looking at things, because I think Gen Xers are one of the most tolerant sets of people, but I also think we're the most intolerant set of people.
I mean, we're tolerant of a lot of different views and stuff, but we're not very tolerant of stupidity and weakness.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people understand that for us, stupidity is where we're like, dude.
Or laziness.
Yeah, dude, you do you. Okay? Do your job, do what you're supposed to do. You do whatever. Pay your own bills. That's cool. If you want to dress up like a clown at night, that's cool. You want to walk around, however you want to be viewed, that's fine. But when you try to force me.
Yeah. You don't try to make me believe what you believe.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
I'm not judging you for what you believe. And, And there's a lot of people who have this issue with our military, them changing it to where they're not going to support sex change drugs and all of that.
I mean, the government shouldn't be in the business of doing that. If that's what you want to do, then you need to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you're provided medical care, for your basic medical care, you're getting that. Yeah. So I understand, and I couldn't imagine, and my heart goes out to people who have to be in, who feel they need to transition their sexual orientation. Yeah. My heart goes out, because it's just it's not as simple as everybody thinks about being, oh, they're just gay and they're ashamed of that, or they're bi or pan or whatever. It's not like that. It's literally feeling like I don't have a better way to say it other than from the conversations I've had with several different people who are in the process of transitioning or who are wanting to transition. It's like waking up every day and life is just redacting you over and over and over because you don't feel like you feel judged if you express how you feel your sexuality. And there's plenty of them that are not transitioning to be with the same sex partner as their original sex. You know what I mean? Like, or opposite, what will be their opposite sex. So it's not like there's a lot of men transitioning to be like with men, you know, they're still wanting to be with women.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing.
Their orientation doesn't necessarily have anything to do with their gender identity.
Yeah. And that's the thing is I couldn't imagine waking up every day and looking down at like my breasts and being like, I fucking hate you. Why did God give this to me? Or why did nature give this to me? Or however you want to view it. And then just self-loathing everything about myself because, ew, I've got a penis or I've got a vagina or, you know, I have breasts or I don't or whatever. I can't imagine how much, you know, mental fortitude you've got to get past that and understand you can get around that in life. But first of all, you need to be an adult. And second of all, if you choose to not accept the body you were born into and you want to transition it, you need to pay for it yourself. It is not my burden of responsibility. It's not society's burden of responsibility. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, if you want to blame anything, blame your mom or your dad or whatever. Don't blame me. And so, I mean, my heart goes out to all of that. You know, but I do think like Too Wong Foo was definitely a movie that taught us to have more toleration because you have to remember we had Ryan White, who was the hemophiliac who contracted AIDS through a blood fusion in the 80s. And I think he passed away in like 80, somewhere between 88 and 90-ish, right in that range, 18 years old. Elton John made a big thing about it. So, you know, you got him. You've got Matthew Shepard, who in the early 90s was beaten to death for being a gay man. And I think with having these huge action stars step in and say, it is okay to be any way you want to be, but you got to do it for yourself and you have to take care of yourself. I think was a way for a lot of Gen Xers to go, yeah, I don't care. Like, if you want to suck dick for a living, go ahead. I don't care.
I mean, I think most Gen Xers already didn't care.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think most Gen Xers smoke too much pot to give a shit. You know, and you know, as long as when I said no, you can't touch my body, and you respected that, then I was fine. Yeah. You know, you want to go diddle yourself in the corner, go ahead. That's fine. Don't try to diddle me. I'm good.
I don't need to see that either. Yeah.
So, you know, every once in a while I get clips of the real Slim Sherry, who's a Gen X, like comedian, like social media personality. And she was one of the things she was talking about, like, because she's going through the change of life and everything. And she was like, first of all, let me just express to you, I'm a Gen Xer. Gen X just doesn't give a shit. Because it was some clip of somebody whining about something. And first off, somebody was just like, and why aren't we canceling Gen Xers? It's not like they were like Gen Xers. They were like Gen Xers, Generation X. Why aren't we canceling them? This is all of their problems. And Sherry's just like, first of all, let's get it really clear. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Gen X don't give a fuck about your opinion. Right. Unless you're trying to fucking preach it to me, and then I'm going to be like,
they were trying to, I think it was like a Gen Alpha Z or whatever that new thing is.
You fucking constantly say that.
Because I don't know what it is. Because one person who's under the age of 25 is just like, oh no, I'm Gen blah. I'm Gen Z. And then another person who is within a year of that person is like, no, I'm Gen Alpha. We're Gen Alpha. You just don't understand. You don't know. I don't know what they want to be called.
Just look it up.
I don't feel like looking it up because it'll be a different story in a week anyways.
Any fucking
like
way.
Fucking 6'7", bro. 6'7". Do you know what that means?
No, 86. That's my answer to 6'7".
No, I'm not. You almost caught me. I'm not gonna end up like James Comey, okay? No way. Not happening. But anyways, I don't want to go on that whole diatribe.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was just funny because we all have this different perspective, and I kind of feel like Gen X, we are not only some of the most overly sensitive motherfuckers, okay, but we're also some of the most I don't give a shit motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just funny. So I will do whatever I want to do. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, I would love to come up with like can you imagine? So Predator's your favorite movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my all-time favorite movie, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've known you.
Terminator originally was my all-time favorite
Yes,
movie.
but then Predator came out and you were like, yes!
Yes.
That's why you have the tattoo you do. Yes!
Indeed.
But can you imagine if the Predator didn't look like the way he did, but maybe say he looked like... Because didn't Wilt Chamberlain actually play the character under the mask?
I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
But can you imagine if the Predator didn't look the way he did? And he looked like not so reptilianly?
Okay.
Because he had reptilian skin. So what if he looked more like a dragon instead of... I mean, which is still reptile, right? Dragons are considered reptiles, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. But like, what if he looked more like a reptile instead of like, not a reptile? Dang it. My words are not working today at all. What if he looked more like a dragon and not an iguana? Because this is what kind of reminds me is like a snake and an iguana had a baby.
Okay.
You don't ever recast things in your head ever or change the story up in your head ever?
I do, but usually not like that now.
I do crazy things like I'll be like, what if the Predator was really a unicorn? Ooh, I'll do really crazy things like that in my head because I don't even watch current TV shows really, honestly. I watch, like I said, The Rookie. That's American.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, I watch Chef in My Fridge, which is Korean.
Crap.
I love Korean cooking because it's so amazing.
Okay.
And then, well, okay, let me rephrase that. It looks amazing. And then when you find out what some of this food is, I gag a little bit. But it's just there is one Korean chef, and his name is oh my God, is it Song Joon or Jong Soo? Anyways, he is hot. He's this really good looking Korean chef, and he does fine dining, and he has 2 restaurants with Michelin stars.
Okay.
And he makes everything look absolutely stunning. Like he'll make stuff look like flowers or this, that, and the other. So I'm fascinated by it. And their sense of humor is so different.
Mm.
It's so different. Like, one of the guys their culture is different than ours because they usually don't marry as young as like we do over here in the States.
Okay.
So like one of their chefs, Hyun Choi, okay, he's getting ready to be a grandpa at 55 years old.
Okay.
Or 54 years old. He's almost 54.
Okay.
He's getting ready to be a grandpa, and they're like, oh, we have to retire you because you're old now. Why are you already having grandchildren when you're the same age as this one who's got a teenage daughter, like a young teenage daughter, and this one who's the same age as you, who's got, just started having kids in the last 10 years. It's super crazy.
Damn, I need to move to Korea.
You do. Like whatever their diet is, man, it's like perfect. They have a 40-year-old on there who don't look a lick over 25.
Yeah.
But so I'll watch a lot of that. And then I was thinking about it last night, like, man, I've got to have other TV shows to watch because I can't just sit and play video games in my off time or my downtime when I don't want to be outside working in the garden or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you know what I looked up? When is season 2 of Mobland coming? That's not an American show. It's a UK show with Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, we watched Kindergarten Cop last night. What's interesting about Kindergarten Cop? Because I don't think I ever paid that close attention like I did last night to it.
Okay.
Because I don't remember the scene where he walks in on her and his partner and her fiance getting kind of frisky while she's eating a plate of pasta.
Okay.
I don't remember that. I don't remember him having the big kiss scene with Penelope Ann Miller, who plays, the guy. Like, I don't remember. Have you ever seen it?
I saw it, but that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, I don't remember
all
of this stuff. I remember the guy who plays the bad guy. I remember him being UGLY because I just thought that is the worst.
He ain't got no alibi.
He has got a ponytail.
Okay.
Right? And it looks like the worst man wig ever.
Mm.
And that's the only thing I think is ugly about him. He's a good actor. He played his role well. But, like, your hair is so ugly.
Wow.
You know, I wish, but my partner had said, I wish we had more movies like this. Like, you know, like they're more wholesome movies. So I'm a little bit scared because wholesome movies to me is like Captain America,
Last
The Avengers,
Action Hero.
True Lies.
Hey, you guys should watch Last Action Hero. That's a pretty good.
I don't think I've
Arnold.
seen it, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, especially when they end up at like the they have like a police station type thing that they end up at.
Okay.
And there's characters from all kinds of different genres walking around in there. Like I think Howard the Duck is in that in that scene.
Oh wow.
And like they have several cartoon characters. Anyway, it's very interesting.
Howard the Duck was a great movie. Speaking of Howard the Duck,
I've never seen it. Just like I never watched Dick Tracy either.
Oh, Dick Tracy was great for like absolute comedic effect, but it was stupid. I mean, but they did a really good job. But again, they did a really good job with the prosthetics, and you know, Madonna's a good entertainer. I just don't really think that was a good role for her because there's a movie that she did with
Sean Penn.
No. One that she did with Rosanna Arquette and like Seeking Susan or Seriously Seeking Susan or something like that. That's more Madonna speed like. Okay. But Evita, no. Just no. Dick Tracy's gal pal. No. Like it just doesn't work. You know, so I mean I would love to see that movie remade though.
She was trying to be a Marilyn Monroe and
yes, and she's not.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that annoys me is it's one thing if you want to emulate your heroes or have certain aspects of your heroes. But when you want to take over your hero's identity, no.
Yeah.
So your recommend is to look up The Last Action Hero. Isn't that another Arnold movie?
Yeah. That was one of the reasons why I mentioned it.
Even though, you know, Arnold's not my favorite. Thanks. You're on my partner's side. Good job.
Yeah. Ginger's got to stick together.
I told him he needs to see that picture of you when you're 15.
No.
Because he was just like, pretty much he was just like, if your hair color isn't this kind of ginger, you're not a real ginger. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, you should see this picture of Dagda because he'll out fucking ginger you any day.
Yeah, my hair got darker and darker as I got older. And so now it's no longer red.
Yeah, it's
all my body hair is red, but my beard is red. But
you're that one picture in that one shirt. And I don't know if it's because of the shirt or the background wall, but you are orange. You are so orange.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think as your hair got darker, so did your freckles. Because it seems to me like your freckles weren't as noticeable. Like one day when you put your stuff out on the internet, we'll put just your kid pictures, those really cute pictures of you out.
The one picture where I was adorable.
There's two of those. There's two pictures when you're like 6, 7, and they're super adorbs. And it's just like you just have little tiny freckles across the bridge of your nose, and you're just such a wide-eyed, happy kid. Like I think you got into the giggle juice before you went to get your picture day or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Last Action Hero. Any other recommends? Because I'm not the biggest Arnold fan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like I would say Jingle All the Way, but it's the wrong time of year.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jingle All the Way?
No.
I like it because it's got Phil Hartman, Sinbad, and Arnold in it.
Yeah.
But I like Sinbad too.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. But it was super funny because my partner was talking last night about how much bigger Arnold is than him. I don't think he realizes he's taller than Arnold.
Yeah, he's taller than Arnold by several inches.
Yeah, so Arnold's only like 6 foot or 6'2".
Yeah, he's like 6'2" or something. Yeah. He's bigger than average, but not as big as your man's is.
So I don't know. I think I wish movie makers, and obviously not MCU. I mean, MCU has some improvement to do for sure. Thunderbolts was great, but there's a whole mess in the middle where it was just like I can't even bring myself to watch some of it because it's.
Well, I think part of it might have been the fact that they had a plan and it got shafted by that one dude.
Oh, Jonathan Majors, yeah.
Yeah. And so then they're like, well, we got to fucking do something. And so they just
I mean, here's a novel concept. Recast the Kang dynasties.
Yeah, they could have cast a different dude.
They could have recast it. And that's the problem, is that people get hyper, like, they think because Jonathan Majors was assigned to it. Now we can't do any of the Kang. It's just totally ruined because he was attached to it. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it. It ruins it only if you let them ruin it.
Here's what they need to do. Recast Idris Elba as Kang. Done.
Done. Problem solved. Because he's
a fantastic actor.
God, he is great.
He's good people.
And you want to see him as something other than Heimdall.
Yes.
I don't get yourself in, don't twist it in that way.
I'm still fucking annoyed.
You are still angry 15 years later.
Yes.
Which is
Heimdall was my favorite fucking
in all the Norse.
Of all the Aesir, he was my favorite.
Well, maybe they wore their sunglasses at night when they were looking at pictures on Wikipedia of him. I don't know.
Anyway.
But Last Action Hero, I'll recommend that to him. Because I swear to God, if I have to watch one more Gleaming the Cube or Heathers, I'll no.
Did you guys watch the new Running Man movie?
No, have you?
Uh-uh.
No, I do want to see it because I like Glenn Powell. The only thing is that when it comes to newer movies, especially remakes, they have to be really clear. Is it a remake or a reimagining? So when the advertisements first came out about The Running Man, they were talking about remake. Well, then I just watched a little tidbit of a trailer, and they're reimagining.
Well, both of them are based on a novel.
Yeah.
So from the sound of it, I'm not sure, but from the sound of it, the new one is closer to what the novel actually was.
Really?
I mean, the original, I like the original movie, but it's still fucking crappy 80s movie, right? It's one of the crappier Arnold movies.
Yeah.
I love it, but I'm not going to say it's Shakespeare. It's fucking definitely not.
Get up though, bro.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not bashing Arnold. I never would bash Arnold.
Yeah, I love Arnold. I'm not going to say that all of his movies were fucking fantastic. Even the ones that I like, I'm not going to say they're all fantastic.
No,
right?
Because I think when it comes to actors or entertainers who catch our eye, we have more forgiveness for their sins.
Yeah,
there is no, look, there's probably nobody on the planet but me who likes one very particular Arnold movie that has Emma Thompson in it. And Danny DeVito might even have been in it. I don't remember for sure. But it's Junior. Where Arnold becomes pregnant.
Yeah.
I love that movie because it's so outside of the box.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people are like, oh, that's just so negative, derogatory comments. And I'm just like, it's a great story. And honestly, with and maybe it's because I'm a female where, I understand people who've had infertility struggles where I just was thinking, you know what? It'd be really great if that was an option for people to create an artificial womb and let the man carry the baby, especially people who are just struggling with infertilities.
Yeah.
Because it's just just because you in vitro fertilize doesn't mean that pregnancy is going to last.
Yeah. A pregnant person.
Yeah. I'll recommend that to him maybe because I think he'll get a kick out of it.
He's going to be like, what the fuck is happening here?
Well, the original Terminator, I can't anymore. I would love to see Arnold remake that movie.
The original Terminator movie?
Yeah.
They remake the
I would love to see him do it.
The special effects and stuff would obviously be much better.
Yeah. As long as there was no Edward Furlong. So, we've got to get that dude is rough, man.
Oh yeah.
That dude's rough.
They would have to recast the entire thing. Unless they went with fucking CG for all the actors.
I think they could do CG.
I mean, they could make a cartoon. And I think they've already made a Terminator cartoon. But yeah, they could bring back all the actors and just have them do the voices.
Yeah,
in a cartoon or CG.
Or they could redo them and then replace like they could make Arnold be like, Kyle, what's his name? The one who gets Sarah Connors pregnant.
Oh, okay.
He could replace that dude. You know what I mean? Like just aged up a bit. Like I would love one of my favorite movies. I would love
Arnold is way too old to play that character.
Yeah, he's like 70 something.
Yeah.
Give him a little CG. I mean, he actually doesn't look bad for his age.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he looks a little rough after his heart surgery trying to recover, but he doesn't look that bad. But like one of my favorite movies, I would love to see John Cusack play the father from the movie, which is, of course, Say Anything with Ione Skye. I would love to see John Cusack play, what the role the original dad did, because the original dad's gone. He's passed away. I don't know. I think about all those kinds of weird things. There's something fundamentally wrong in my psyche where I'm just like, I forget what a vast, varied actor like Arnold can be.
Yeah.
Comedy, serious. I mean, I still, sorry. Every time I say vast, varied actor and I start thinking about his roles, I see where he's on Mars and he's getting the air sucked out of him and his eyes are popping out. I was like,
yeah.
And Maria Conchita Gonzalez is like,
yeah.
So I have a hard time being really serious about it. But yeah, we watched Kindergarten Cop last night. It was great. Miko Hughes, Linda Hunt, Penelope Ann Miller. It was great. Just if I know you don't rewatch movies often,
no, I don't.
But it's on Netflix, you really should watch it. Just really rewatch the scene of like where he's just like, who is your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah.
And he gets all the kids talking and it's just, my daddy gives money to people who needs monies, and then they give him back monies from other stuffs. Like, it's just so crazy. And there's one of the kids who goes, well, my dad lives in New York and he drives a taxi cab, but my mom hopes he dies real soon. It's so very.
That's so 80s.
It was actually done in the 90s. But just the shit we used to put into movies that we can't now because it's cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you talk about somebody's divorced parents wanting the other one to die? If that's not reality, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's never wished for my dad to be dead. Never. Mommy's never wished that. But.
Out loud.
Yes. The last few years with all of his health stuff and everything, and him being, it's the thing is we age and we get in denial about things is when we cause more problems. Yeah. And that's where mommy's very much like, I got a bat with your name on it. Anyways, I'm hoping they had fun listening to this nonsensical one.
Yeah.
That's about a little bit of a kindergarten cop and a recommendation for a hero. So we could call it like Kindergarten Hero Cop, the Arnold you never thought you'd see. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
I can't just come up with simple names for the titles anymore. I can't. Because I have too much fun just watching your eyes squint and watching the headache form. It's so great.
I called this out so many fucking times.
No. Just the once. Kindergarten and Hero. Yeah.
Kinder Hero.
The Kinder Hero.
Egg.
Have a great day, you guys.
Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.